young. I'm getting baptized tonight because I made a decision to become a Christian a few months ago. But first, I'd like to share my story about how I came to that decision. My grandmother is one of the most important people in my life. I spent more time with her when I was a child and a teenager than with my parents. But to be honest, I wasn't fully aware of her opinions about spiritual issues and religion. Serious talks about spirituality were never a practice in our house. Most of the time, we only take the world around us for granted and try our best to live a decent life in other people's eye. My grandmother has worked in the United States for a few years, and she brought home a copy of the Bible. The Bible has been sitting on the shelf for many years, and it never occurred to me to read it. I think I might got the idea that the Bible is a monotonous book of virtual teaching from my English teacher. He is a young man from the United States. Once asked about his point of view on the Bible, he told us, well, it was a quite boring novel. Oops, sorry.
Who's calling?
By the way, this is Al. Many of you might know him. So, well, in the same way, Christians are portrayed as Ned Flanders in my mind. Ned Flanders, Homer Simpson's neighbor. Well, they're friendly but very plain. These stereotypical ideas have been with me for a long time. So when I attended IFI Bible study for the first time here, I considered it as a book club. Sorry about this. The events described in the Bible are true or not was not vital to me because it was simply just like other novels. But things started to change when I moved in with Skip. After spending some time together, I found out this Christian I'm living with was not an old-fashioned Victorian figure as I had expected. When I was 18, I read a book about philosophers from ancient Greek time to modern days with the hope to figure out some of the big questions about life. But when I finished that book, I was even more confused. When Skip showed me a book called Mere Christianity, those questions started to linger in my mind again. Mere Christianity is probably the most reasonable book I have ever read. After finishing that book, I started to doubt whether I could live a meaningful life without knowing the meanings of life. Another barrier holding me back from becoming a Christian was the intellectual questions I had. A movie Skip showed me called Case for Christ helped me a lot with that. That movie demonstrates a large amount of historic evidence about Jesus' life, which gave me confidence in believing the events